Another movie based on an adventure book series is heading to the big screen. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, is directed by Chris Columbus, who also headed up some of the Harry Potter movies.
And I recently sat down with the movie star, the young actor Logan Lerman, to find out more about him and this big new movie.
Let's back up a little bit, because the truth is, I think people need to get to know you on a little bit of a personal level.
Okay.
Musician, right? To some degree?
To some, I mean, not professionally or anything.
So what's the instrument of choice? Guitar?
I love piano.
Really?
I kind of start, my basis is piano, and I create layers with other instruments on top of that.
As someone who's a few years your senior, I will tell you, and I could have used all the help in the world, it's nice to have some sort of musical talent in your back pocket when the dating life really ramps up. Okay? I'm just saying.
And this young music lover has been acting for over 10 years, with a big screen career that began alongside Mel Gibson in The Patriot and continued as the young version of Gibson's character in What Women Want.
I think I was on set for on The Patriot. I think he came over to me and was like, I'm doing this film, I'd like, someone to play the young me. I think you look a lot like me. And just kind of dragged me on in that film, too.
From there, Lerman landed roles working with Hollywood heavyweights in The Butterfly Effect, The Number 23, 3:10 to Yuma, and more. Of all the big stars he's brushed shoulders with, he credits time spent on set with Jim Carrey during The Number 23 as the most influential.
He found out I was his biggest fan, or, a huge fan of his, and he'd come over to me, in between, our setups and all that, and just sit down and tell me all about his career, all about his mindset. And ever since then, my mindset has been shaped around working with him a lot. Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about the movie, the reason we're really here. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. You're the son of Poseidon, who is the god of the sea, which involves you interacting in a lot of water at some point throughout this movie, I would imagine. Are you actually a swimmer? Are you a fan of getting in the water?
I love it. So I didn't know how to scuba dive, and one big aspect of shooting this film was we had 3 months of training beforehand. So I'd have to be at the strapped to the bottom of a pool all day with guys feeding you tanks of air for 45 minutes. It was a lot of fun.
Pretty incredible. I actually happen to be a certified scuba diver.
Really,
my friend. I don't know how
go
deep
scuba
you can
together.
go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. This is a grand movie. One of those films you go in, and it's just a ride from beginning to end. It's just complete entertainment.
Really fun talking to him, cool kid. And Logan also told me that the movie is slightly different than the book that it's based on. It's a different medium, so he said they made some adjustments, but he insists that fans of the book are still going to be happy with the final product. And this, by the way, is the story, the first story in a 5-book series. This is likely going to launch off into a whole new movie series, so we'll see what happens.
More to come.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
All right. Well, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief is the longest title on the planet, and it comes to theaters for you on February 12th.